Scorpio. Hello. I'm just doing a little bit of cleaning, and I am hoping that this reading finds you well and rested and feeling amazing because we're coming out of the lunar eclipse as I'm filming this, and the energy has been very heavy. Um, I don't know what other placements you have, but I know that you guys are heart centered and people lean on you a lot for not just your advice, but for your fire, for your love. Because I call you guys my fire water sign because you guys are so, yeah, fiery. Honestly, fiery and passionate, and it's an amazing sign. And I love you guys so much. So if people are leaning on you, make sure you're taking time for yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of your heart. Make sure you are protecting your energy and grounding yourself and trying to find some time to meditate if you can. If that's not your bag, then at least a deep breathe in. Let's do that together. Come on. Let's do a big one. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. That was like runny nose a little bit. Allergy season starting to kick in around here. I live in New England, and it's like anticipation. Also, I am growing my little seeds. I figured I'd start them now, and we can watch them grow together, which is cool. And they are purple cone flowers. All right, as I've been spinning this energy, I want to remind you guys that we have all these access to all of these energies at all times. So we have blessings and compassion and miracles and divinity. All of these energies are going through us at all times. We have access to them whenever we need them. And sometimes they feel further away than other times, and that's totally understandable. So Spirit is going to ask you right now to lean into a particular one. Let's see what it's going to be. Spirit, what do you got for Scorpio? What would you like them to really lean into right now? Tap into, even if they have to dig deep. That's a lot. And just have, may I please just have one energy, Spirit? Thank you. Usually when I ask for that, 1,000 pop out, but I always do it, and I always have faith. May I please just have one energy for beautiful Scorpio? Whoa, see? Thank you, Spirit. Hope. Beautiful. And we definitely need that. We definitely need that. Not just spiritually and energetically and planet-wise, but like in the world. In your little world, in the bigger version of the world, you know, we really should be tapping into our own lives and our own backyards right now. Mainly because the energy of the world is big. It's fucking huge. It's over 7 billion people, right? So if you figure, if you're trying to send out your beautiful energy to everybody, what's left for you? So I'm saying at this time, if we're taking care of ourselves, our own hearts, does that come out as a heart on there? I hope it does. If our own hearts and our own minds, our own bodies, our own spirits, that will absolutely generate more out. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. And however you get that hope, however you get that light, when you say you plant something and you start to grow it a little bit, and you see the first 2 little buds pop out, fucking cool as shit, isn't it? It's so cool to me. I mean, so I'm an earth sign, so obviously this is going to appeal to me in a different way, but it might do the same thing for you. Well, however it is that you garner hope, whether it's through music, going to a show, which is amazing because I'm a big music person. I don't know if you can tell here, but I like the music. But not just that, like the music and the fans and the bands and all that kind of stuff makes me happy. So happy seeing live music. Yours could be any sort of media. It could be dance. It could be doing art. Anything that you can find in your life to scratch out a little bit of hope if you're feeling down makes it grow and grow and grow. Because you know this, the law of attraction is these energies. Because we have all these energies in us, when we're pulling up hope, you're going to find more over here and over here and over here and over here, because the universe is going to give you what you're looking for. Always. If you're putting your energy behind it and you're like, I need more hope, you start to get hopeful over a little bud popping through, or that popping through on the trees because it's about to be spring here. or it doesn't all have to be weather related, but I'm just talking about how you ground yourself, and usually I can attribute that to nature. It can be, you could be in a bath. You could be in a bath with some beautiful Epsom salts because you don't have access to the ocean or to any trees or anything like that because you live in the middle of the concrete jungle. That's totally fine. Do what you got to do to reconnect with yourself and find what you bring to the table that brings hope, because other people will see it in you. Because I know many Scorpios, and when they come in the room, you know it. You know it. You bring not just the love, but the fiery love and excitement that's contagious. I love that shit. I have one particular coworker I can think of right now. We don't work together anymore, but when they would come in, if the situation was hairy, I used to work in psych, and when they would come in, you're like, oh God, thank God Scorpio's here. Whew, okay, things are going to be okay now, because they had the right answers and the patience at the same time. A great balance between the patience of listening and offering up some sort of solution was just bar none. So I know you inspire hope. If I can think of that from one person that I knew for 10 years of my life, then you can think of something that brings you hope, that you bring to the table. Let's grab an angel number real quick. Can I have an angel number for Scorpio, please, Spirit? Since you're asking them to tap into hope, please have an angel number for them. And this could be a birthday, it could be a phone number, it could be a license plate, it could be just a specific time in your life that this number reminds you of, that can bring you some hope. Or when you see it and you're feeling a little low, you can get the hope. And that's number 8. Yay! 8 is the number of abundance. I love that. Last year was an 8 year, and it was a very abundant year, and I got 3 8s on my body all over the place. I got 1, I got 2, and I can't show the other one right now. We're on camera. Haha. It's not in a bad place, but just silliness. Abundance. Prosperity, opportunity, financial stability, emotional well-being, and transformation. Because that's the thing. When we think of abundance, oftentimes we think of money. A full wallet, a bank account that's like no one can touch and that you can help everybody else. But abundance also means feeling good. Good feelings, being able to take care of yourself and the people around you, and abundance of energy, abundance of time, abundance of money, of course, material things, of course, but love, all of that. If you're struggling financially or emotionally due to changes in your life or relationships, your angels want you to know that these difficulties are temporary and also an opportunity for growth. I know that sounds so counterintuitive because you're thinking, okay, how can I grow if I don't have enough money to pay my bills? Well, this is where the hope comes in. This is where the light at the end of the tunnel comes in. An opportunity presents itself for you to sit back and think about your relationship with the money, or the things that you're feeling lackful about, changing that relationship from God, I hate money, because I used to say that a lot. I used to hate money. I used to always think that way, and I said those words so many times in my life about how much I hated money because I didn't have enough of it. I'd say, I wish you could exchange things for things. Isn't that money? That's one of the things I used to say. I wish we could barter for things, and I have plenty of this, so I'd give you this. I have plenty of this, I'd give you this. There's no difference between whatever you have the plenty of that you would like to trade and the money. It's all the same energy. You tapping in and realizing that and getting okay with the fact that money's just energy. It's not anything more than having long hair or little things in life that we can control, that we have a say in the outcome of, because we can't control the weather, obviously. So we have no say in that. We control our relationships, and whether that be with money / abundance or with the lack of it. Our relationships, sometimes we get stuck in that old paradigm of, I don't have enough, I'm never going to have enough, it's just the way it is, I'm going to work my fingers to the bone and live week to week to week to week. If that's the way you want to live your life, keep saying that. Keep saying that. If you want to change your relationship to abundance, this is the time. So, today, focus on one positive step you can take to improve your financial or emotional well-being. Trusting that abundance is on its way. This is where the hope comes from. This is when Spirit is saying, listen, this is not just a figment of your imagination. This is an opportunity to grow your hope. This doesn't have to necessarily be about money. It can be about your emotional well-being. Maybe you have plenty of money, and this is not the problem at all. Maybe the problem is that you're feeling lonely, that you're feeling off, that you're feeling like something's not right. But you have enough money to pay all your bills, so that's not it. And you're going down the list, and you're like, okay, everything is all set. What is wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you, Scorpio. Not a fucking thing is wrong with you. What's wrong, if you have to pick on something, is your perspective, your perception of your life. Because what's missing is the hope that things are going to get better. Because they have always gotten better. Look back on the times in your life when you felt like this. Did you have enough money in the bank to pay all your bills? Because you got through that, even though you didn't think you would. What was missing there was the hope that it was going to resolve itself. Hope, I mean, obviously you're going to take actionable steps, and you have to get up and go to work and all that kind of stuff. It's not just going to flow in, unless it is, because you inherited $1 billion. That's fine too. I hope you'll send some my way. Seriously though, like the abundance of hope, the hope of abundance. Let's say it backwards. The hope of abundance is not living in a fantasy world like you may be telling yourself, or that people may be telling you. Disconnect from them and get with you. You need to take some time today just to be with you, just to hang out with Scorpio, just to appreciate what you have accomplished. Because again, law of attraction, that's how we get more. You want more hope? Find the challenges. Think back to the times in your life when you beat challenges, where you kicked their asses, and you're like, oh my goodness, I never thought I'd get through that. Try to recall how you did that, because you definitely had faith in yourself. It didn't just happen, and if it did, you're fooling yourself. Go back and dig a little deeper. You have so much on your side in this realm and in the spirit realm. You have your friends and your family and your pets and your plants and your people and your local people at the stores and all that stuff. The people you say hi to every day, the same trucks you pass on the way to work every day. Like those are the people in your life. Then you have your spirit team, your angels, you have God, you have the goddesses and deities that you pray to that you can't see. You have yourself, your higher self. You should be journaling. Very, very important to get it out of your mind and onto the paper, out of you. Whether it's good or not good. We're going to check right now and do tarot, and we're going to look into recent past, current energies, and future energies if you stay on this path. So, let's look at the recent past for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Recent pasts for Scorpio. And if this is resonating with you, hit that like button, huh? Let's get these subscriptions up and leave me a comment. Let me know what this is all about, because, ooh, damn. 8 of Wands is what I'm talking about. Now talk about fire. This is good fire. This is you. Light a fire underneath that cauldron and go, go, go. This is a call to action. This is, okay, I got to get up and go. I really, really, really want to achieve whatever this is. Whatever this is all about. So, also it's an 8 and an 8, which is great. Because, like I said last year, I got 3 8s because 888 is the frequency of abundance. Beautiful. 8 is a frequency of abundance anyway. So 8 and 8 is even better. Even better. What do we get in the current energy for amazing Scorpio? Current energy for Scorpio. Temperance. Temperance and 8 of Cups. Another 8. I knew it was going to be another 8. I thought it was going to be the 8 of Pentacles. But walking away and going. Finding the balance between those two can be difficult. It can be challenging. And maybe that's what you're figuring out right now. What stays and what goes. Should I stay or should I go? Sorry. But that's a really good question. Should I stay or should I go? Because either way you're going, actually. The balance is finding what stays and what goes. But these are both action cards. The eights are these eights are both action cards because this is going towards something you're so fucking excited about and so passionate about. And this is walking away from something that used to make you feel that way because it's no longer doing you any good. So, finding the balance between the two of these things is where you're at right now. And so now I understand why you need the hope. You need the hope so that way you can find the light at the end of the tunnel, so that you can say, okay, this is going to be okay. It's sad that I have to walk away from something that used to bring my cup so much joy. That used to fill a cup to the brim that I could take a sip and I would go back and it would be there again. I'm so excited about this situation. That's gone. And having to walk away from that is not easy. But it's a hell of a lot easier when you have something you're passionate about going towards. So finding the balance between those two things is going to help you feel less confused. Not just feel less confused, but be less confused and dig out that hope. Because right now it's buried. It's buried under the sadness of having to walk away from something that made you so happy. Digging through, using temperance to level the playing field. So that way you can get to work on what you really want. That's what I was hoping to see was the Eight of Pentacles, because that 8 is just, I love that 8. I mean, obviously I love the 8 of Wands as well, but 8 of Pentacles, I'm sure it's because I'm a Virgo and I'm an Earth sign, blah, 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 but working on something that you love and putting your full effort behind it, oh my God, I love that. And that could just be right now. That could be my energy right this minute, but it's amazing. What do we got in the future position here? We stay on this path for beautiful Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages today for beautiful Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And also cross watchers if you love a Scorpio. Many things to love about Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is curious. She is excited. I love the pages. I love the pages. And if you're a regular watcher of the channel, you know this. Because the pages are innocent. They get this rap of not knowing what's going on and being a little immature. But with that also comes the innocence. The feeling of this is going to work. Whatever I go do, it's going to work. Because once you drop that heavy ass burden, that's where the hope comes in. And that's what this is. This is the hope of it all working out. The hope of you saying what you need to say and it being good. She's not worried about the results because she doesn't have that burden. The Ten of Swords is behind her, so she's done. She's put that down. The heavy ass mental burden of, oh God, worries. Is this person gonna hate me about this? No, you're not worried about any of that shit anymore because you walked away. As hard as it was, you walked away. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords, and that's about resting your mind. Resting that beautiful brain of yours. Why aren't you resting? Because once you've completed this task of leveling the playing field and letting the hope grow through, like the little seeds that you planted, then it's time to rest and watch it happen. It can't all be work, because that's going to make you tired. It's going to mentally exhaust you. And then when you're mentally exhausted, how can you even see the hope? How can you be excited about what's coming towards you? Because there's good stuff coming. You can see that. And you've cleared the path for it to make its debut in your life. So why would you poop all over that? You wouldn't. Alright, these are upside down. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, Spirit. I am excited about these messages for Scorpio. This is my second time recording. Actually, I had to walk away from it for a day because I got a little frustrated. It was didn't record right, but I'm glad that this is the message that you're getting right now, because what a difference a day makes. All right, why is the 8 of Wands here in the recent past position for Scorpio? Why is the 8 of Wands here? Why is the 8 of Wands here? Oh, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the specific card they want. Why is the 8 of Wands here? 5 of Swords. Yep, that's confusion. It's very confusing. It is, I'm not sure. It's that heavy ass energy that was trying to get in the way of what was coming towards you. So even this card says it. Your angels want you to know that these difficulties are temporary, because the fives are temporary. I always call them the speed bumps of life, because you got to slow down, navigate your way over it, and then you can start picking up your speed again. Where I live, they call them speed humps, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I don't know why. It is more of a hump than a bump, and it doesn't ruin your car. And I get it. I get the purpose, but the words are weird to me, and I don't know why. But anyways, that's what the fives are. The fives are temporary. They're not catastrophic. They're just annoying enough to take you off track. And that's definitely not what you want, because this Eight of Wands is beautiful. You have 888. It's just absolutely beautiful. But this confusion, this speed bump, this temporary setback was here on purpose. So you could say, okay, I don't want to get in the way of this shit, so you came along to show me what I need to walk away from. And as hard as that is, they had to throw in one last little sword to reiterate why you were walking away. And that's happened before. That's really happened before. Like, I've watched it. I had the same job for 21 years. And during that time, when people would give their notice, they went through what we always call nostalgia goggles, and they'd say, oh, man, I'm going to miss this. I'm going to miss this. And then something shitty would happen during those 2 weeks, and I'd go, that's why you're leaving. And they'd say, yeah, you're right. Because they needed the reminder, so they didn't take it all back and throw everything away on a nostalgia glimpse, you know what I mean? Which is so not worth it. It's just good to keep those memories and not reroute yourself from what you've already committed to, this new path. You got this. You knew which way it was going. You knew exactly which way it was going, but you started to lose hope because these shitheads around you. And that could be anything. That could be, you could have a trickster spirit in your life that you accidentally called in. I know I'm coming out of left field, and that just popped into my head. So for certain, Scorpio, that's for sure. Be careful what you're doing, huh? Make sure you be smart. But walking away from the shitball energy that tried to bring you back is the smartest thing you could do. Good for you. And finding the balance. So why do we have the Eight of Cups and the Temperance here? Eight of Cups and the Temperance, and the current energy for Scorpio is here because you have the Sun and the King of Wands. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know your best days are happening, and they're also ahead of you. And that's what you're after. That's where you're leaving these behind to go towards the Sun. Because what's waiting for you there? This lady is the King of Wands. Now we know the Queen of Wands is the glow up. She's she's got the new clothes on, she's got the new hairdo, she's got a new attitude. But the King of Wands, well, she is not messing around. She's the King of Fire. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. This is the divine masculine, obviously, but we have all women on these cards here, so it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. That fire, that gorgeousness, that's how I describe you. I know you're not a fire sign. I know you're a water sign, but you are so fiery. Inside and out. And it doesn't actually matter if you're an October Scorpio or you're a November Scorpio. There is no difference there for me. Every single one of you guys I know can get so amazingly passionate about what you're talking about that it makes me think I could do it. My friend from work that I was telling you about earlier, graphic designer. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that stuff, and I'm not even being modest. I can barely draw a stick figure and have you understand that it's a damn stick figure. But they made me feel like I could do it because their passion was so contagious. And that's what this is all about. It's about stepping into king mode, boss mode. I'm ready. I've left that BS behind. It's not haunting me anymore because, again, this is just a 5. It was just temporary. It was a little reminder that you're going in the right direction. That's how I look at those things, the 5s. Well, obviously I must be going in the right direction because Misery is trying to call me back. It misses my company. Misery loves my company, but it can't have it. And why do we have the Page of Swords here in the future position for Scorpio? Why is the Page of Swords here? Love it. Curiosity. Excitement about what's coming. Page of Swords in the future position for Scorpio is here. I'll get it. I appreciate your patience. Because the world is at your fingertips. You can have anything you want. Of course you can. Once you got rid of that shit, once you got rid of this little speed bump that was trying to, and you didn't get pulled back, that was a test. This was the test. This was the test. Are you going to stay in this energy and try to bring it with you? Or are you saying, okay, bye. I did love you once, but I don't anymore. You're not helping me anymore. And that opened up the whole world. Look at the change once you walk away. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is a gift from the universe. This is the universe saying, yeah, I see you. Not only do I see you, but I'm rewarding this amazing behavior. Because you're looking out for you now. Because they have been looking, like spirit team, the universe, God, goddess, goddesses, the deities. They've all been watching after you. They've all had your back always. You realizing that, well, that was not a great shuffle. You realizing that and you doing something and acting as if has brought all of this good shit into your life. You being patient, you being excited about what you're moving towards, but having the patience to know it wasn't time at the time is paying off now. Because you waited for divine timing. You were smart enough to say, okay, you know what, I'm not pushing this any further, whatever this is in your life. And again, if you'd like to leave it in the comments, go for it. I'm sending you positive energy anyways towards whatever this is, but the more specific I can be, even better. So let's do it. All right. Just want to make sure that there was none flipped over before I try to get some. All right. Pull from Moonology. Is there anything that can further clarify this reading with? No? I'll do one more. Okay. Beautiful. And they don't pop, And then we will get one Spirit Oracle message. Hopefully just one. And we'll look at that at the end. Beautiful. Alright. Alright, lovely Scorpio. This is your story, my babies. Put my little turtle guy here. Alright, 888. That's you. This is it. This is abundance is flowing in because of what you've done. It's not just random. You need to take credit for that, and it's okay. I'm not saying walk around with a billboard saying I'm fucking amazing and carrying it on your shoulder, but have that in you because you are. And you're so strong. Strong enough to walk away from something that made you so fucking happy at one point. But you knew you couldn't bring it along. And that's the thing. The signs were there. They were always there. You finally opened your eyes to see that something good was waiting for you to rush towards it. So you made the decision. That's it. I'm going. I'm going. I'm so excited about this. One final stupid little speed bump tried to come in and confuse you and change your mind and say, oh, this isn't what I want. Is this what I want? But I've been leaving this behind. Yeah, well, guess what? That's where the hope needed to come in. That's where you needed to find that light in this darkness and say, no, I'm going towards that and I'm not extinguishing it. And then your abundance really decided it was being activated. It said, yes, Scorpio's walking away from this shit. Now there's room for me. Because you can't have it all. I'm sorry. You can have all the good. You can't have all the good and all the bad. It doesn't work. There's not enough room on the plate. Once you wipe some of that shit off your plate and find the balance in order to do that, it literally brings in, this is the best card in the deck. Look at this beautifulness that you got going on, this beautiful energy. Best card in the deck brings you to you ruling it with such passion. Like we said here, with such passion, my beautiful little fire water sign, with such passion that it brought in the world at your fingertips. And now you're like, okay, what's next? What can I achieve next? The key to this is the universe seeing you enough to grant you little opportunities along the way, to the point where they become huge opportunities for growth, for abundance, everything you've ever wished for. But the way to keep access to it is to keep your mind sharp. And resting it is the only way to do that, my loves. Resting it is the only way to get clarity, to stay grounded, and also to stay in touch with reality so the confusion doesn't come in, because the Four of Swords is right before the Five of Swords, right? Thanks, that's some amazing math. But anyways, you want this to stay away. And the way to do that is to keep resting. However it is, even if it's every single day. If you can tap in every day, throw on a meditation for, have it in the background while you're doing things. You know, say you're going to start washing the dishes or cleaning up the kitchen. Stop, take your breath. That already feels better. Have it on in the background. Stop and take a breath every couple of minutes or every 20 minutes or so. Just constantly be in a state of relaxing your mind and calling in clarity, so that way there's no confusion about where you are and where you're going, all right? Last message for Scorpio today is, those difficult times will pass. Nothing lasts forever. The sun will shine again. The birds will sing, the clouds will clear, and you will be able to keep moving forward. You'll be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on. You are far stronger than you think. 888. Good for you, Scorpio. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And that's, now I know why that other reading didn't work out and I couldn't post it. So, good for you. Take care, Scorpio.